Well, we did it, guys! Okay, now, in case you haven't been following from what I've been sharing for the past month, what I'm referring to is this GoFundMe campaign that my aunt set up for my grandmother. It is to fund a road trip with my mother, my stepfather, my stepfather, and my grandmother, bleh, to drive up to New York. Now, the reason we are doing this is because my grandmother has Alzheimer's. And it says in the page that it explains everything about what's been going on for this, and I promised myself that if we did it, we raised the money we needed, that I would make a special thank you to everybody, not just my friends and family, but anybody who have donated in some way to this fund. Now, I don't know how many of you have had experience with Alzheimer's. It is a very brutal and deceptively cruel disease. Yes, it has its comedic side, but so many people don't seem to realize just how serious and depressing it can be. We all like to think that we do, but unless you have it, or if you've touched the lives of someone who has, it's very difficult to really grasp it. And we wanted to get my grandmother up to New York one last time before her mind was deteriorated far too much for her to even have a ghost of a chance to enjoy it. And so many of my friends not only donated, but spread the word. They did their best. They asked roommates, they asked relatives, they asked spouses and everybody if they would donate. And this video is not just to thank those who donated, it's to thank every single one of you who even expressed the littlest desire to help. I mean, it was a very difficult thing for me to ask y'all for help. It felt weird to me to ask for money for something like this, for anything really. It took an enormous amount of pride to swallow, and I've had moments where I've been quite honestly in tears from the joy of knowing that even if a friend cannot really donate at all monetarily, that they would want to. That means an amazing amount. And I cannot express in English words how much this means to me. So I'm expressing it in the biggest way that I know how, and that is to get in front of a camera and talk to you guys. Because I love you all. I am enormously wealthy and blessed in friendship. And I pray that the blessing is only paid forward. Thank you so much. I love you all. We did it. Thank you so much. I promise that I will be sharing all the photos my mother puts up of the trip. She has a spiffy camera, and she will be taking as many photos as her little heart desires for the trip. I know it. Her nickname is Paparazzi. Believe me, there will be photos. And I will share every single one that I can, and I will show you just how much of a big impact that this trip is going to make for my mother, my grandmother, and my father. Thank you so very much. You've helped make a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity happen for a lady whose life has been nothing but selflessness for her children, for her grandchildren, for her great-grandchildren even. My grandmother is one of the most selfless people ever that I know. and to be able to give her this back while she could still comprehend what it is. It means so much. Thank you, again, from the bottom recesses of my gnarled little heart. And God bless all of you.